Hey all, Exidian here. Welcome to part 4 of the 6 crop AFK automation harvesting and cooking farm. Today we're going to be covering the cooking station. So let's fire everything up. This is the cooking station. It's fairly straightforward, so we'll probably also be covering one other thing along with it. So, the cooking station, just like a lot of the other parts of this farm, is composed of a bunch of moving item filters. These moving item filters look a little different because they are a little different. They're slightly more compact. Instead of using 2x2 tables, we are using 1x3 planter boxes. We can afford to do this because planter boxes will accept crops. If we were sorting anything else, we couldn't use planter boxes, but because we are only sorting crops, we can afford to use planter boxes. This allows for a much more compact design than with the tables. It's pretty straightforward. This input crane puts an item in. This crane takes the item out and attempts to put it as a stack into this spot. It will only fit one of the item, so wheat, and the rest will be pulled out by this drill. Meanwhile, this crane will put an item into the box to replenish it. Same way as every other item moving item filter, same concept. Anything that isn't wheat will get picked up by this drill, end up here, and get picked up by this arm and put in. Actually, let's see, we do have crops that we can demonstrate with, so let's just do that real quick. While that's going, I should show the top part. So when these drills pick up crops, the excess crops from the planter boxes, they end up on this crane where they end up picked up by this robot arm and they go into a pot. Once they're cooked from the pot, this robot arm will pick it up, moving it along to the next area where it goes all the way down the line to end up here in this box. Although there shouldn't be any other excess items, in case something strange ends up in the system, it will end up in this box. Now, robot arms will automatically pull from the pot, so if instead you want the chance of a rare item, a rare quality item, say because if you have Master Chef, for example, then you can pick up the items yourself. You simply replace a robot arm with a drill. Drills will still pick up any already cooked food that was passed along down the line, but they will not take food out of the cooking pot, allowing you to handle the food, or allowing you to withdraw the food yourself. Now, the crops seem to be moving along. Let's see how they're working. Following, for example, this golden, I forgot what it's called, Karok. It doesn't match any of the items in this chest, so whenever the input arms attempt to put it in, it will drop to the ground, get picked up by the respective drills, but when it ends up in this chest, it does match what's in there, so it'll get combined into a stack, get picked up, put in here, picked up by this drill, and then put into the pot. This golden Pafungi, was there a golden? I guess there wasn't a golden Pafungi. That's a shame. Well, okay, so here you can see an example of something cooking, and the robot arm, when it cooks, just puts it out onto the belt. Whereas here, this drill will pass that along, but it will not pull items from this pot, allowing us the chance, unfortunately didn't work because it's a 1 in 20 chance, but allows the chance for us to make things, or get the rare quality dish. Anyways, we have a little more time, so while we're at it, I will discuss this timer circuit. So all of the moving item filters, as we've gone over before, require 2 different inputs. One is a 1 second pulse input, and the other is 2 1 tick pulse inputs. So it goes tick, tick, pulse, tick, tick, pulse. This is handled through this circuit. So these 4 blocks here compose of a 1 second timer pulse input, or a 1 second pulse timer, pulse clock, I guess. They get passed along through here, where they get inverted by this NOT gate right here. So they will be off, instead of on, off, it'll be off, on, on. They get delayed by this circuit here, by only, it will only delay it by about one frame, 1 tick. Then it's hard to see, but you can kind of see these pixels here. These pixels come from yet another circuit to delay it, and over here we have another circuit delaying it in this direction by another tick. The reason these get delayed by ticks is because there's other circuitry that's causing delays for the pulses, and we want to make sure that the pulses happen right after and right before the 1 tick pulse. Or the 1 tick pulses happen right after and right before the 1 second pulse, rather. Now to create the 1 second pulse, here 1 second after, we have this 1 second delay circuit, which combined with this circuit here creates a signal that is on, then off for a tick, then on, then off for a tick, which combined with this circuit here, this L-shaped one, creates 2 1 tick pulses. Every time this turns on, a 1 tick pulse is generated. This 1 tick pulse provides the 1 tick pulse for every single moving item filter inside the crop harvesting, as well as every single 1 tick pulse inside of the mob drop separator, and every single 1 tick pulse inside of the cooking pot or cooking station. Similarly, the 1 second pulse generated here provides for every 1 second pulse generated for the moving item filters in the cooking station, as well as the crop harvesting stations, as well as the mob drop separation. Finally, we will go into the timer circuit in the next part, but The 1-tick pulse is also used as a safeguard to ensure that you can only start up the timer circuit if the 1-tick pulse generator is currently running. Anyways, that's the cooking station. Thanks for watching. I will be going over part 5 later on.